Welcome to the Bullock Experience. I'm Kelly, your host here, and it's jig time. Come in, grab a seat, grab you something to drink, and sit back and relax and join the ride. Make sure you hit that thumbs up on your way in. Share it out if you can. What's up, Joshua? What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming in here. Tying up some jigs for a customer. So I figured I'd go live while I'm doing it. Watching YouTube videos. Yeah, we all like doing that stuff. We all enjoy that, definitely. I do too. Problem I got is that I watch it too much. That's my biggest problem. I get into watching way too much than what I need to be. But do appreciate everybody coming in here and hanging out. Like I said, make sure you hit that thumbs up on your way in. We're making some squirmy wormy jigs on some 1/32 ounce jig heads. Anything in the creek. Let's put it that way. Anything in the creek. Right now, my biggest thing right now is I'm hunting a state record for a rock bass. That's going to be my thing this year. Is I'm looking for a state record rock bass. State record for Kentucky is 1 point. I think it's 1.10 pounds. I think it's what it is. So I'm looking for a nice, good sized rock bass to beat that and get a straight record. What's up, some fish for fish? What's happening? So we're just making little squirmy wormy jig heads. And the customer can, if they want to thin that out a little bit, they don't want to have it that long, they can cut it however long they want. But I'm going to give them at least a longer line on it. Let them have that their choice on that. What's up, Lynn? Man, dude, I saw your post today, dude. Dude, that That kills me, man, dude. I hope everybody's okay. Hope you all can find you a place and get you some stuff, man. Uh, that's bad, man. Coming back from work and that's yeah, I am. I'm in this southeastern part of Kentucky, Lake Cumberland. Have you ever thought about raising quail? Uh no, I haven't. I mean, there's plenty around here that people do that kind of stuff around here, so I don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. Oh, nice. Lynn, so I'm guessing that's knocking you out from going CatCon this year, isn't it? Or was you even planning on going to CatCon? One more. Yeah. So I've got two orders to make. So what I'm doing is I'm going to go ahead and make up the two orders basically at the same time. So because they're the same colors. So that way I don't have to worry about the colors and all that stuff, having to go back to it and make up the next order. I'll just go ahead and make both orders at the same time. That way I can send both of them at the same time. I appreciate everybody being in here, coming and hanging out and stuff like that. Appreciate y'all. All right. So that order is done. And then now I got to make up 3 more of these for the next order. It's storming outside. We had some little ice balls come down a minute ago. We're supposed to get some snow tonight. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if we get anything. All right. That little section is done. No more on that one. If I get both of these orders done, then I'll just work on making some other stuff. I'll just start tying some jigs up. But it don't matter to me. Put that knob by itself. And these are all 1/32 ounce jig heads. Is what I'm making. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but I know I can. I can hear that. I can hear that thunder rumbling, shaking the house. See, I'm just about out. See, that's what I got left of the green. That's it. No, I've got 2 more orders. I went ahead and ordered 2 more, so that way I can have plenty to go. And a lot of people talk about how wanting to get into jig tying and stuff like that. And it's not a bad hobby. It really isn't. It takes practice. Trust me. I'm still learning, but it takes practice. I mean, I might make it look easy here, but it takes practice. What's up, Martin? What's going on, buddy? When you leaving out? When are you leaving out to head here? Wednesday, arrive Thursday. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll be up Friday night, so I'm checking in. I'll be checking in the hotel that evening when I get up to town. What's up, 351? What's going on? We got 10 awesome, wonderful people in here. Appreciate everybody coming in here and hanging out. I really do. And it's probably lunch. It's probably dinner time for a lot of you all, and you're probably just sitting there and listening, which is fine. Perfectly fine. I know it's hard to do anything about this time, anyways. So, what's up, Kim? Hey, if you want to come up and hang out and tie, dude, I'll send you the link if you want to. I won't be up here for a while. I'd love to try one of your jigs or flies to try over here for trout. I will bring some with me, Martin. You got a promise of that one. I will definitely bring some with me. You got that, buddy. I will. I'll bring them with me. But yeah, Kim, if you just let me know if you want to hop up here, man. I'll send you the link. Cool. Here's where I need to go. I guess copy. That. Kim. Nope, nope, nope. Spell Kim right. There he is. All right, there, buddy. I sent it to you, Kim. We good to get my fly rod out? Yep, there you go. I'll make some up for you, or I may have some already made up. Yeah, I figured I'd wait until you got done, Buggy, since you were live. I wanted to wait until you got done. What's up, Stony? What's up, buddy? Appreciate you coming in here, man, hanging out. I forgot to cut the tagline. Sitting here talking to everybody. Forgot to cut my tagline. What's up, Rattle Trap? I haven't seen you in a while, man. Appreciate you. Hope everything with you is going good. Since I made an extra one, Martin, I'll give that one to you. Since I made that an extra, I'll give that one to you. I shouldn't have made that one up because I already had my order done already for that one. All right, let's try a new one here. Wait on Kim to pop up here. Force one to bite fishing. What's up, buddy? Appreciate you coming in here. Love the content, man. Love the content, dude. You've got some awesome content, and I love it. Oh no, I'm not gonna take you off yours. No. Heck no, I don't do that. I'm not one of those people that does that. If you're live, you're live. I heard you were wanting to jump off and do that, and I was like, well, I'll just wait until you jumped off completely. What's up, Fins and Fine? What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming in here. 15 wonderful people in here. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Share it out, guys. Let's get some more people in here. Oh, I'm doing good, man. Doing good. I can't wait to get back out to fishing, but ain't happening right now. No, I've been busy, man. Ever since I quit doing the show, I've been so busy with my daughter's stuff, doing things with her. So I've not really had a chance to do nothing, really, honestly. Um, so I've been hanging out with her. She had volleyball, or she had cheerleading. That's done now, and now she's into volleyball, and she loves volleyball. She really does, and I'm glad she enjoys it. black on that one. I should have done that one first. Oh yeah, I know. I know. Well, I know my daughter's way more important. That's why I like doing what she's doing. She's my world, man. She is my world. And guess what? She'll be there at CatCon this year. She's going with me. So is my wife. If you see my wife this weekend, if you see her and you see me this weekend, make sure you wish my wife a happy birthday. It will be her birthday that Saturday, so it'll be the 24th. So wish her a happy birthday. She'll be embarrassed, but she'll love it. But yeah, my daughter's is can't wait to meet everybody. Has ranked number one in actions for most of the 80s, part 90s. Dang, pretty good. Appreciate it, Martin. Appreciate that. Yeah, they're doing good. Their high school is like number one. Like, but this is a Christian school, so they're pretty good for being a Christian school. I'm impressed how well this Christian school is. What's up, fish head? What's going on? I know most of y'all are probably eating or something like that because it is supper. It is supper time. This is a vacation for us. I don't get very many vacations, so well, look at this. We got the crappie man himself. What's going on, Kim? Can you hear me? I got no sound from you. Appreciate that, Martin. Looks like Kim's having some issues with this thing. Getting rained out here now. Supposed to be. Yeah, we're supposed to be getting snow. 1 to 2 inches. I'm not looking forward to that. All right, let's see if he's got his stuff worked out here.
You hear me now?
I can hear you perfectly now.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Ain't no telling. Computers.
Yeah. So what's been going on, man?
Ain't nothing, just work, man, work, and then try and get these orders done.
Join the club.
Yours is more complicated than mine are. Mine are little easy things, but still, I've made 12 already. I made 80 for another order. another 24 for another order. Then I'm making another 24 and another 12 of these.
What are they, San Juan?
They're like what do they call it? I call them squirmy wormies. I call them squirmy wormies. They're like kind of like a red worm, like a plastic red worm
Yeah.
jig.
You got it. They come off the front and the back, don't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just the big San Juan worm. That's
Yeah.
They work pretty good though. To be one material, they're pretty good.
Yeah. So I've had quite a bit of people wanting them. So
they work. I fished them.
You going next weekend?
To where?
Catfish and crappie conference.
Oh no.
Not going?
No, I got too much going on, man. Unfortunately.
I didn't know if I was going to go until last night, and I finally got my wife talked into going. She's like, "All right, let's look at the hotel." So we booked a hotel last night and got it.
Cool.
So we're gonna go. Now, what's up, Black Guns and Gardens? Appreciate you coming in here, man.
Can't get my phone to go sideways either. I don't know what's wrong with this thing.
Did you already jump into the live why it was turned horizontal?
Yeah.
That's why. Yeah. You got to start it in vertical for it to stay.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
Well, they can see it though, can't they?
Yeah. Yeah, we can still see you.
Shouldn't be that bad.
Yep. Yeah, we can still see you just perfectly fine. Oh yeah, I guarantee they'd make a good pike bait. It'll catch some pike. I know it'll catch trout.
You tying those on a jig head?
Yeah, 1 32nd ounce.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's what they wanted. 1 32nd jig heads. So
you got no.
I'm trying to match them up to where the head is pretty much the same color as the body.
Yeah.
So that way you're not having that way it all blends in together. And the thing is as soon as and then hopefully tomorrow I'll have my order of jig heads come in, and I've got 1/8 ounce and a 16 ounce white jig heads coming in, and I've got to make 30 shiny heinies.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, I got contracted to do 30 of those for a customer. Now, I made one. I don't even know if I still have it here somewhere. Oh, let me grab it real quick.
Can't see the chat either.
This is what I made up for him.
Oh, yeah. Pretty cool.
See that little sparkle in it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what he wanted.
There you go.
White head, gray body, white tail with a little bit of flash in it. So, that's what he wanted. He said, I want 30 of them. He goes, I want 15 in a 1/8 ounce and 15 in a 16th ounce. What's up, Chad Thompson? What's going on, man? Business been good for you?
Always, man. I've been selling since '98.
I know you've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah, been selling them since '98 and been tying them for 33 years.
Yep, I figured.
And now people ordering flies too, because I do flies too. So
yeah,
bluegill. We're trying to get the bluegill stock up.
What's up, Steve Ransom?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I can't see the chat. I don't know what I did. I did something wrong.
It's if you got it vertical, it's gonna be very hard to see chat anyways.
I think something wrong with my auto rotate.
Is it?
Because usually I turn it sideways and it rotated. It won't rotate. Even when I went back out, I tried to turn it sideways and it still wouldn't rotate.
You may have to restart your phone. I know we used to have that problem a while back where you had to actually restart your phone to get all that to work.
Yeah, let me try that. I'll be back in a second.
But no problem. Hope everybody's doing good tonight. Everybody's ready for the weekend. Everybody's got fishing plans to going. Kim gets his stuff fixed up so he can get back in here. Like having him up talking this stuff.
It just ain't gonna let me do it. I don't know.
Oh.
You been out fishing?
No. Been busy, man. Busy with the family. That's the reason why I stopped doing the lives, because it's just family life has been busy.
No kids and all that?
Yeah, my daughter's into, at the time when I quit doing the show, my daughter was doing cheerleading, and now she's into volleyball big time. So now we've got that constantly. So I've been staying busy. I've been staying busy with her.
Been there, done that. I'm glad it's over for me.
Yeah. Yeah, she's 11.
Yeah.
So I've been enjoying the family time. They're at their mother's, my wife's wife's mother's right now. They decided to all go hang out tonight.
Yeah. Well, I got 8 grandkids. They keep me busy.
I was gonna say you got quite a bit of grandkids, so
yeah, 8 of them.
Shoo. You don't look like you have that many grandkids.
That's what everybody said.
You do not look like that. You'd have that many.
Yeah, we started young, so
yeah.
We got married at 20 and 19.
I wasn't that far behind you there. Right there, but I mean, I don't know how much older you are than I am now, but
I'm 56.
I'm 40, so you're 16 years older than me.
So you'll be in the same boat as me here shortly.
I only got the one kid, so I don't have to worry about all that.
Oh man, must be 9.
Yeah, we only have the one. I got the one. She's a handful.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know how people raise more than one kid nowadays. I'd be in the poorhouse.
Well, the good thing is her aunts and uncles spoil her, so I don't have to.
Oh yeah.
We don't have to do anything for her. They spoil her to death.
Wow.
They give her money for her birthday and for Christmas, and she buys all that stuff. I don't have to pay for nothing.
That's a sweet deal. I wish I had that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What's up, Double Hook?
Double Hook.
Mr. Dave and Double Hook.
Yeah, I was debating on time tonight. I usually take one day off a week.
I know you were tying yesterday with a bunch of guys, or not tying yesterday, but Wednesday.
Well, Thursday I had to
Thursday.
Go to a party, Valentine's dinner for church.
Yeah.
So I went live yesterday. I went fishing Wednesday morning. Then I took her in.
Yeah, I saw some pictures. Looks like you got you some good ones.
Yeah, we got 68.
Dang. That's some good ones.
Yeah. A bunch of 12 halves, a few 13s. Most of them are 10 and a half to 12, 12 and a half.
Yeah.
Still good, solid eaters.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't going to complain.
No, yeah. There'll be no need to complain about that.
No. But this place, the limit's 50, so.
Yeah. It's either being warm enough to where I could have gotten fishing, but then my daughter's got stuff, or it's been raining and I can't get out.
Yep, it just snowed here today after being 60 all week. Now it's supposed to go 55. I'm like,
that's what we're looking for tonight.
It's crazy.
Is the snow.
Yeah,
they're calling for 1 to 2 inches tonight.
Oh, really? We got like a half an inch.
Yeah.
It looked like it was coming down hard, but it melted as soon as it's down.
Yeah.
Sure enough to cause some wrecks. People around here can't drive when they just don't slow down around here.
Yeah. What's up, Justin Fishing Fetish? What's going on, buddy? A lot of my catfishing buddies are all in here, and Martin from the UK is in here. He's coming. He's flying in. He's flying in on Wednesday.
Oh, really?
Yep. What's going on? Mr. Ted Ellenbecker is our guest tonight, too.
What's up, Ted? How you doing? Good. How you doing, sir?
So what's going on with you guys tonight?
We're just sitting here tying some jigs up.
I'm tying some bluegill flies for people.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you're doing bluegill flies, and I'm doing what I call little squirmy wormies.
Little squirmy worms?
Little squirmy worms.
Well, that looked like a great little panfish bait.
Oh, yeah.
I would think up here, I don't know if you guys have yellow perch down there or not, but up here I think the yellow perch would really like those.
Oh, yeah. I'd say so.
Yep.
Give us some lessons on pan fishing. What you got for us?
For what? I'm sorry.
Structure fishing.
Hmm. For structure fishing?
Let's do some structure fishing talk.
For structure, okay. Well, if anybody that fishes a lot would just look back on their best fish, or their favorite fish that they've caught, or a few of them, I think they'd figure out, or they'd be able to analyze where they caught them, and they'd understand that there were probably more than one element involved. Obviously, that's not an absolute thing, but yeah. And if that's the case, then you should try to duplicate it. I don't know how far you want me to get into this, but
we got plenty of time.
Plenty of time?
We got plenty of time.
Okay. Well, all right. I can dwell into this one for you then. Right. When you approach a body of water, obviously, well, and I've said this before, that the more information you got, the better decisions you make, Mm-hmm. But you have to do something with that information too, obviously.
Yeah.
If you're going to benefit from it, and a lot of people, it just seems like recently a lot of the information that's given out kind of bypasses the actual angler and goes to the equipment and, just a lot of repetitive stuff. And everybody needs to remember that they are honestly the foundation for their fishing. They're the one that makes all the decisions. They drive the boat, they turn on the depth finder, they cast, they pick the bait, they pick the fly, they pick the jig. And so the more information you have about that, and information about the species you're fishing, and information about the water you're fishing, more information you put together with that, obviously the better decision you're going to make. Yeah. And fishing is actually a numbers game, and a lot of people don't realize that. And I'll give you kind of an example. There's a lot of things that people can't control. Like we'll just say on a given day, 10 fish would bite. That could be because of weather, season, whatever, maybe even species. So if you present to one fish, you have an opportunity for possibly one bite. If you present to 100 fish, you have a possibility for 100 bites. Well, That's just common sense. And we can't control that part of it. But the part of it we can control is presenting to more fish, or at least, it's still fishing.
Yeah.
Magic wand, there's no purple, but pay attention to what's going on around you and the elements in the water, and just let everybody know an element is simply anything in that water, a piece or a part of that water. It could be anything. Docks, rocks, bulrushes, wing dikes, depending on the type of water you're on. It can be waves, it can be wind, sun, it can be temperature changes. Basically anything that affects that water that day that you're fishing. Mm-hmm. If you pay attention to that, then you can find or locate structures for any species you want to look for, because each species has its preference when it comes to structures and elements. Like northern pike, in my opinion, it's bulrushes and rocky points. Some shallow weed flats with, that are close to deeper water. For channel cats, I like channel ledges and current breaks, blowhead dams, log jams, and the more the merrier of all of them. The more connection. If you can pick out the elements that your species is looking for on the body of water you're fishing, because that will change, like I just said, then you can target that species, not only with the elements, but with your type of presentation and bait choices, obviously. Like a good structure will hold more than one species generally, because it has good elements or strong elements in that water. But if you pick the elements and you combine them, and here's where, there's kind of a misrepresentation, in my opinion, about structure. If you don't mind, I'll go into that definition while I'm here. In like the 1950s, there was a gentleman, a freshwater angler, that stated that if it's touching the bottom or connected to the bottom, that's structure. And then about 10 years later, there's a saltwater angler that said, well, if there's a change in the bottom, that structure, well, it actually, I'm going to dispute that. If you look in the dictionary and look up structure, a structure is a combination or the relationship of pieces to create something. And if you look at the terms that fishermen actually use, I mean, Kelly, if you'd go to say a North Shore and it was covered with rock and you were throwing lures or baits up at those rocks and you went in and you talked to your buddy and he said, where were you fishing? If you said, well, I was fishing a structure on the north end. Well, he would have no understanding at all. It would make no sense to him.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd come back and say, well, I was fishing the rocks on the north end.
Yeah.
So when you say structure and there's a rock or a dock or anything else, it makes no sense to anybody. That's an element. So is what people end up doing anyway is saying, well, I was fishing a structure, it's a great little hump out there and it covered a couple different depths and there are weeds up on tops and there's rocks on one side and a couple of dead trees. Well, now that's a structure, and you'd have to explain that if it was a structure, just like a house.
Yeah.
If you look at a house and you break, a house, you ask anybody, yeah, a house is a structure, right? I mean, but it's made up of windows and different rooms and a roof and floors and everything else. If you took a window off and laid it out in the field and you walked out there with somebody and you said, what's that? Are they going to say it's a structure? No, they're going to say it's a window.
It's a window. Yep.
But you put it back in the house and you say, is this a structure? Well, of course it is. Same kind of thing.
Yeah.
But even then, structures are not obviously created equal. And people, you have to realize that too. And it depends on your body of water. Some structures can be really simple if the body of water doesn't have a lot of structures or a lot of good elements, strong elements. But some waters, you have to be really careful if there's a lot of choices for the fish to make. And you have to kind of try to combine elements into your structures that you pick that have some power.
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean by power, an element that can concentrate and hold a fish. And for each angler, particularly the fish species he's after, then that element has some power. Okay. And elements gain power in a couple of ways. Number one is size or mass. And I've explained this a lot of times, but I will again for new people. If you take a little stick, say a foot-long stick or 3-foot-long stick and lay it in the bottom of a lake, it's a wood element, but it doesn't really have any power to hold any fish or concentrate fish.
Yeah.
But if you lay a cottonwood tree, 20-foot cottonwood tree out in that same place, that's still just a wood element, but now it has power. It has mass. It has size. Mm-hmm. It will concentrate some fish. So it just makes sense if you combine more than one element that has that capability together, then you have an element or a structure that will hold fish basically consistently. And there's a reason for this, because each element in the body of water contributes something to the body of water. So if you have different elements that are contributing different things, the fish will stay there more often. They will be there more often simply because they don't have to leave. I mean, that's just common sense, the way it is.
Yeah.
A rock element, say a rock pile, will, hold leeches, crawdads, small, and that's great. But then you add a dead tree to the top of that rock pile, that tree will hold freshwater shrimp, which in turn attracts bait fish, shad, minnows, suckers, everything else. It'll grow algae, so it feeds the freshwater shrimp. So now you have an ecosystem developing in a small area. And so the fish will just be there more often. It's just common sense. It's the way it is. The presentation, when I say any fish, any water, which I do a lot, obviously you've located the structure, but your presentation will dictate what kind of species you're looking for or going to contact too. If I put a 1/2 inch minnow You know, on a little jig, I'm probably not going to get a look from a 50-inch muskie. You know,
Yeah.
and vice versa. If I throw out a 10 or 12-inch crankbait, I'm not going to be catching crappies or perch either.
Yeah.
So you can, in essence, pick your structures, pick your elements, and pick your species, you know, pretty easily if you just common sense, you know. And the other thing, two things I guess I'll add about structures real quick on the short version here, is that when you do find these good structures, you know, make sure you present to all the elements in that water. You know, if you don't, well, you stop there for a reason. You stop because you thought there's going to be fish holding on that structure. But if you don't know the element that they're using that day, if you just say you have a favorite, like you have wood or rocks or whatever, that's your favorite element you always like to fish. So you present to those rocks, but you don't present to that tree or the ledge or the channel. You're simply walking away from bites because they weren't on that element, but you thought they were going to be on that structure.
Yeah.
So if you only pick the one element, you're walking away from 66% of your bites, potential bites. You know?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of times, like if I'm fishing the creek and stuff, a lot of times I am fishing structure. So I see root balls on the sides of the creek.
Yep.
There's a log down on the ground. I actually will pay attention because the creeks I fish all the time, so I know when a log has just hit the water or one of the logs has been there for a long time. I know my creek enough to know if there's a fresh log or not.
Yep.
And a lot of times sometimes I go, well, I'll cast a few times at the roots, and if I don't catch anything, I was like, okay, I'll fish that fallen tree down on the other side. Now, if I don't catch anything on that means to me they are in the rock in the center.
Yep.
And a lot of times I'll catch something, so I'll fish each little thing until I know where they're going.
Well, you should, because you know you stop there. Your first reason for stopping there at all was that you thought there'd be fish there.
Yeah.
So you got to look at everything basically. You just do, or you should anyway. And then on the structure like you're describing or other structures, you know, if people understand that an older element, and I'll just use wood as an example, like a tree, an older tree that's been there a few years, they're easy to recognize. Obviously, the bark can be washed off and there won't be any leaves on them. There'll be stuff that's probably pushed up against them. An old element like that is obviously better than a new element for a lot of reasons. I mean, a new tree down, a big cottonwood down, because it's knocking caterpillars and everything else in the water, may hold some small fish. But after the first week that all that's gone, then it loses its capacity. And an older element is actually, well, inherited by the body of water when it's been there for a year or two.
Yeah.
And if you're in a river, particularly, the current has a chance to cut out channels and holes, you know, and in between the bank and the tree and under the tree and a channel around the tree.
Yeah.
And it builds up some mass inside it, which creates some current break, and, you know, because of debris. Yeah. And it's now something that turns, like the description of the house I gave you earlier, kind of turns into the house at that point. And the fish will hang out there a lot more than just a green tree.
Yeah.
But that's just kind of the way it is. That's my short version, Kelly. So there you go, guys. Any questions, ask Kelly. He'll give them to you.
I'll try. I'm not an expert at it, but I'll try to tell you what I know from my experience. Where you got anything there, Kim? Anything to add?
What to look for? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I want to talk about structure, fishing, things like that.
When I'm fly fishing, I do a lot of bluegill, fly fish for bluegill and panfish. I just know where to look. You know, you got to know where, you got to put your time in too. That's another thing. Yeah. You don't got time on the water, you ain't gonna know where to fish. So, but I look for, shoreline vegetation, shallow flats with vegetation, close to a little deeper water, 3 to 4 foot to 8. And you look for signs, bugs. It's like in the summertime, I look for, bugs on the surface, hoppers. And when the terrestrials are out, I know to go to the top water. When they ain't, I go to nymphs. I use a lot of nymphs when you don't see anything happen on top. Because people think when you're fly fishing, everything is, oh, you're dry fly. You're a dry fly. I said, no. I said 9% of the time, fish bite under the water. They don't. They only on top when there's something hatching. So they think everything you use is supposed to be dry. That's the first thing everybody said.
Well, yeah, you just described a whole bunch of elements that you're considering when you're looking for them. The weeds, the water depth, bugs, everything going on. That's absolutely right. I would ask you, do you find that certain vegetation does better for you, like say lily pads where they have some overhead cover, or bulrushes, or I would assume that at certain times the type of weed would make a difference for you.
Yeah, we have a few little lakes around here that has they're iris. They look like lily pads, the little iris. But they hang those, you can fish in between those if you don't get hung in the stem. And there's a lot of those. And those work really well. But I don't know exactly what type of vegetation. It kind of looks like it's not grass, it's kind of leafy kind of looking stuff.
Yeah, yep. Got a little more cover to it.
Yeah, around the rocks. It grows around the dams. And it's one particular lake. There's a bunch of it that grows around this dam, and there's a bunch of vegetation that goes out maybe 3 or 4 feet. And you just fish along there in that area, man. They're always stacked in there. They're starting in June.
Yeah. Yeah, bluegill fishing's kind of fun. I enjoy it.
Non-stop action.
Yep.
And that's why I enjoy it, because I don't like to wait anymore. I used to catfish growing up and all carp and all that, but now I like to be busy. That's why I crappie fish and bluegill fly fish.
They'll keep you busier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's the reason why I keep on going back to the creek all the time. I mean, I catfish, but I always end up back in the creek for some reason.
Yep.
I just enjoy that walking. I enjoy walking the creeks.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah. Well, I enjoy catfishing, but I enjoy catching the bait just as much. Chasing the green-eared sunfish out and stuff like that. That's just as much fun.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We got a guy here. Just lost it. Had a question up there.
Oh, you want to read that one?
Sure. Concrete culverts in the pod this week. We have a dozen cedars in there. Okay. Some branches stick out. Okay. I guess not a question, just a statement.
Yeah, just a statement. Yeah, Double Hook does a lot of crappie and bluegill fishing. A lot of these what they call lease ponds that he has access to. So he does a lot of that stuff. So they have a lot of areas where it's got trees and stuff down in branches and stuff where they fish.
Yeah, well, it looks like he's building a pretty nice little structure for some panfish.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, you saw that we did a YouTube station finally. Channel.
Yeah, I said I've been sharing it out.
Yeah, thank you for promoting that. I appreciate it. It's going pretty well. It's going to be kind of hard to keep up with. I'm trying to do half-hour instructional videos to put on there. I got 3 up. I got 10 more that I'm working on. So we'll see.
It'll pay off.
Oh, it will.
You said it's a YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the?
It's Outdoors with Ted Ellenbecker is the name of it. There's not a lot on it right now. There's 3 half-hour videos, but they're good videos. They're all instructional. And I the one I'm working on right now, I don't know. I had the first video I ever did was called Any Fish, Any Water. It was the Theory of 3 one. And I'm doing a remake of that for the YouTube channel right now that we're working on. So that'll be kind of fun. That's just strictly a structure video.
Your whole last name, Ellenbecker?
Yep, Ellenbecker. Ellenbecker. First name Ted. I've been called a lot worse though in the past, but I try to ignore that.
I don't pay attention to.
Yeah. Oh, anyway, and I found out that my golden retriever female was bred yesterday. We had an ultrasound.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's good. To quote the vet, she said she's full. so I'm guessing we're gonna have a pretty good litter out of her. that's just kind of my bad habit. I like the dogs. They're fun.
Yeah. And you run a what was it, the thing that you were running for the golden retrievers?
Satin Sea International.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's we've been doing we've been about 30 years now doing them. We import most of our breeding stock. Like right now, our stud dog Max, he came out of Serbia, and he was the junior world champion in 2013. And the female we have right now, we're using, her name is Bondi, and she is from Romania, and she's an international champion. So it's kind of fun. We don't deal in numbers at all. I mean, you know, we have one or two females and one good stud dog, and that's what we work with. And you know, it's just kind of like deal with quality, not quantity, and it's a lot more fun and a lot less problems.
Oh,
so, but anyway, we're pretty happy about it. We kept one of their pups as a junior stud dog, and we've shown him a few times, and he's hot. He's good. So he'll stay on. When Max retires, he'll just pick it up. So yeah. They got great temperaments. I can honestly say they do have hearts of gold. Those dogs are, you know, you end up with a 70-pound lap dog is what you get. I would not recommend them for guard dogs, though. You know, if anybody broke into your house, the dog would probably offer to make him a peanut butter sandwich. So
you're going kind of, I got the cat, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. They aren't guard dogs. But you don't have to worry about them around your kids either, you know.
Right.
Yeah, it's a good thing about them. They're always good with kids.
Yep, they are. I haven't. I guess there could be some mean ones, but I've never seen it. So
they're only mean because their owner's mean.
Yeah. Well, that's what you got to kind of think too. You know, how they being raised.
Yep, absolutely. So. We've got a neighbor of ours. They did a mixed breed, so they got a Labradoodle.
Okay. Yeah.
Short legs.
No, it's big old tall thing. I mean, it stands up on its back legs, and it's taller than I am.
Wow. Okay. Well, you know, if you breed them to a standard poodles are a big dog. You know.
Yeah.
People don't really. You don't see a lot of standards around, but a standard poodle is as big as a big lab.
Oh yeah, them big giant. I've seen a few around here.
Yep.
There are some big.
Yeah, they're not little dogs.
No, they're not.
Nope, absolutely not. We got 6 wonderful people still in the house.
All right.
A lot of people are, I know it's like on the central side of the states. It's lunchtime, it's dinner time for a lot of people. So,
yeah.
So I figure a lot of people are eating dinner with their families and things like that. So,
are you on Central Time?
No, I'm on Eastern.
Oh, you are? Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're on Eastern Time.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm Central.
Yeah, I'm Central too.
Yeah, I'm Eastern. We have this running thing about which one is God's time, so I always say Eastern Time is God's time.
We say the same thing about Kansas.
I know.
Yeah. Did you guys get this last storm that came through it all down there? Like yesterday?
It's hitting us right now.
Oh,
we got today.
Okay. Yeah, geez.
After being 60 all week.
Yeah. I can't complain up here. I mean, there's areas just north of us that got like 4 to 8 inches yesterday of snow. We got maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3, but geez, we were having 40 degree weather there for about 3 weeks, you know, which up here is not normal. No. Actually, the ice started breaking off on all the lakes last week. Now it's froze up a little bit, and now by the first part of next week or the middle of next week, it's supposed to hit 50s again. So hopefully everything will open up and I can start doing some walleye fishing.
Ted, you got all your stuff ready for CatCon?
I'm not going. I wish
Are
I
you not
was.
going this year?
No, I'm not. I wish I
Ah.
was.
Thought you
But-
were.
No. I know I've had a lot of people that think I am. I've had to apologize for no reason for a lot of it, but I
Because
don't.
I thought I saw it on the Catfish Conference that you were doing a seminar.
Well, they have put my picture on several of their ads.
No, that's why you're getting
Yeah.
messages and stuff about it.
Yeah, and everybody's like, "Hey, when you coming down? Where you staying? You know, and this and that." And it's like, I'm not coming down this year, guys. I would like to, but just not going to make it. Maybe next year.
Maybe next year.
Yeah, maybe next year. We'll see.
Yeah.
I did a Kansas City Cat Con 2 years ago, and that was a fun trip. So
Yeah, they're not doing that one anymore.
no, I know that's kind of too bad. That's kind of the problem with it now. For me, it's about a 1,200-mile drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so that's a lot different than 250 miles.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Pardon?
I said I know. I wanted to go to the Kansas City one, but I know it's a long drive for me.
Yeah, well, it's just reversed for me. Yeah, Louisville would be, geez, it's either 12 or 14 hours one way, you know, so.
You can always
Yeah, I would-
fly in. You can always fly in, be in there in like 2 hours.
Yeah, and it'd be $1,000 bill to go down and back. Somebody'd have to cover that one.
You
Otherwise,
you think Catfish Conference would cover that one? To have
I
Mr.
don't-
Ted Ellenbecker in there.
Well, yeah, maybe. We'll see. I'd have to get some help on that. Otherwise, my wife would probably be stomping her foot at me.
You
You
spend
know, so-
shopping money, man.
Yeah, yeah, but it's a good deal. He's got a good thing going, and he does a good job promoting that. You know,
Yeah.
and it's a good product. I mean, it's for real. There's good speakers, and they got good product lines down there, and you know, it's a good thing. It's a good deal for the catfish industry
Yeah.
and the
it's
crappie
been-
industry now.
And it's been a good deal for the crappie side too.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm sure it is. Anytime you can promote your sport like that, it's in a positive way, you know, it's a good thing. So, and they got the crappie speakers down there and the catfish speakers
Oh yeah.
and product and the whole thing. I think it's great.
Yeah.
The only thing I request if I ever go down again, I need to do 2 or 3 seminars or it's not worth the trip. You know,
Yeah.
like one day, one seminar, that just doesn't work.
No.
Trip
No.
like that for 1 hour, that's not,
No.
that doesn't do it, you know.
And see, a lot of these guys are going in there. They have booths and everything else set up too,
Yep.
because they're part
exactly.
of some big tackle place. So
Sure.
for
And
them,
they're
it's
doing-
worth it. For them, it's
and-
worth it because they're making money on the side too.
Oh
That's
yeah, well yeah, they got a booth going on the side selling rods and reels or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
And when I did mine, they comped me a booth, and I just do the seminars for free, just so I could have a booth. And in between my seminars, I just sit there and sell.
Sure. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that makes sense. That's a good trade out.
yeah,
You betcha.
sure. Because some booths are like $800. Some of them shows are
Yeah.
more.
Just stab myself with a thing.
Marshall wants me to get a booth at the Crappie Expo this year, but I was like, man, I ain't giving you $2,000.
Whoa, yeah. You gotta
No.
sell a lot of small product to get that back.
I ain't got time for that.
Yeah.
Nor do you want to do it either.
What's up, Matt Wannabe? What's up, Shad Daddy? So this is where the cool people are. Huh?
Want to be out there?
That's Matt from Wannabe. Yep.
Geez, I haven't been called a cool people for a long time.
Ted, you are the epitome of the cool people.
Oh, I don't
You
know
are
about
you are the
that.
cool people leader.
No, yeah, I don't know about that. I really don't. My wife would argue that. I shouldn't be beating up on her. I actually like my wife, so I'm just teasing her.
I do too most days.
Hey, you don't have to worry about Ted. She don't watch my stuff.
Well, you never know. You never know.
Might be that day.
Yeah, she might be listening to me right now.
Yeah.
So I got to be careful. No, she's pretty good to me. She lets me take care of all my bad habits,
Yeah.
which is fishing basically.
I was gonna say bad habits. It's just like the only bad habit that I know you have is fishing.
Yeah, that's pretty much that. That and the dogs. Yeah, that's it.
That's my only vice. I don't have no vices but that.
Yeah.
I figure if that's as bad as I get, I'm doing okay.
That's right.
You got your fly done over there?
Hey, oh gosh, he's probably tied like 20 times we sat here and talked.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I done tied like 7 or 8 of them.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
he ties a bunch of them very, very quickly.
I'd still be trying to decide. Oh, there you go.
Oh, that one, the house fly. I don't know if you
Is
can
that a little dry fly?
No, it's a subsurface.
Okay,
It's just at the right rate where the bluegill just can't stand it.
gotcha.
Oh, that looks cool. I like that.
That looks really nice. I think that'd take me
I like
about a
that.
year.
Oh yeah, that's I catch catfish, bass, crappie, red ear, bluegill. I've got everything on this fly.
Well, I suppose it looks like a bug, and that's what they eat.
Yep.
As long as it looks buggy, they don't care.
Yep. That's where that's actually common. If somebody goes, that looks like a bug, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what it's supposed to do.
That's what it's supposed to do.
It is what it's supposed to do. Absolutely.
I got these. These are damsel nymphs. I tie these when the damsels are getting ready to hatch. Uh-oh.
Dropped it.
It's still, it's alive.
Yeah.
Got away from you.
Now if I can find it. So I got a magnet. I do a sweep every couple of days. Oh, there's the damsel.
Boy, that's awful good looking.
Oh,
What's the tail made out of on that?
Rubber, silicone rubber.
Okay.
I take it and I furl it.
Yep.
You know the furling technique?
I don't.
Okay, I'll show you.
You're talking to below a novice here when it comes to flies. I fly fish for northern pike and muskie, but I'll be honest, I buy all my flies for that.
Here, I'll tie one up real quick. Yeah, it's called furling. Furl tail damsel. Because it's, dragonflies have the extended body.
Yep.
So that's the nymph stage of the damsel, little blue one that flies around.
Yep.
That's the nymph stage of that one.
Okay.
Before they emerge and take off. See, a lot of people don't know all bugs hatch in water, except terrestrials. They don't. A lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you fly time, you gotta learn entomology.
You do? Absolutely.
You're gonna be in trouble. And it's like going to college. It took me a couple years to figure it all out.
I don't doubt that at all. That's an art all on its own.
And I'll show you, these are my leeches. I got some leeches I do on a jig head, and I got some regular just for flies.
What's going on, Jody? I know you're in here. I missed you.
This is a mohair leech.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Oh, these are killer right here. My buddy did fly fisher. I made him one on a jig head so he can fish his pond. So I got a fly version and a jig version. This is the 80th ounce with the number 10.
I'm going to have to say you've done this for a while, haven't you?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
As long as you've been doing yours.
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
Do you guys have what we call a bloodworm down there?
No.
They come out of the mud. They're almost kind of like thread-like, a little fatter than that, and they're blood red.
Yeah.
Basically. Okay.
Not that I don't think we do. Not that I know of.
Okay. The perch up here just bang really hard on those things.
Yeah, we do. We catch channel cats with bloodworms.
Okay.
Hoppers come out. I do some of these.
Oh no, that
A
looks
little
like a grasshopper.
little cricket.
Yeah, these little hop.
Yeah.
That's the big version. That's the small version.
Wow, that's amazing. You are good at this, sir.
Thank you.
You are.
Then
You're
we go
good at this.
big bass ponds. I'll make some of these. Throw these around the
No, I
vegetation.
don't think I'd want that to get on me. I don't know what it is, but I think I'd be squishing it.
That's the big version, big version.
He makes a mean little bumblebee looking one, little teeny tiny one.
Yeah.
Oh, the Dreamweaver.
Yeah, the ones that you sent me.
I sent you some. I don't
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, those are killer. Red Ear love those.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. I put one on our bobber, and I mean, you talking that the bluegills destroys it.
They will. Okay.
So I'm going to ask you a question since you're kind of a bluegill guy, or much more than I am anyway.
Mhm.
I'm sure you're familiar with green-eared sunfish.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I really like using those up here for bait. What would you recommend for them for bait?
The green.
You've probably, yeah, for greeners. You've probably caught a lot more of them than I have.
Greedy. They'll eat any of these flies. You know, they live in the vegetation. They don't like to go. They think they're bass because they got a big mouth. So
Yep.
they'll eat anything any of these flies.
Oh, okay.
I catch them all the time. I catch some pretty big ones too sometimes.
Yeah, they can get pretty big.
And they will in certain areas, certain environments. They will.
Yeah, I like them. They're really durable as
Yeah.
far as like keeping them alive for bait. They're
Yeah.
pretty
Yep.
solid little fish.
I listen to Matt.
Matt's got his jokes tonight.
Yeah, he got some good jokes there, buddy. Matt knows he uses them.
Oh yeah, I know.
This is a silicone rubber. You know, it comes with on these things here.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Yep.
So you feel the tail. So you take it and you cross it like that,
Okay.
and you twist it opposite directions. And you bring it in, pull it back out, get it tight, bring it in.
Oh, and it curls around itself, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, it twists itself. So that makes the tail right there.
Well, now that's cool.
Okay, see now I learned something different because I didn't know about that.
Yeah, that's neat.
And you just tie it in there. That's how you make a little extended body.
Okay.
And there's the tail.
And I haven't been doing this long enough to know all the secrets yet.
Hey, there's a lot of techniques in fly time. That's what took my jig time to another level.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll bet.
I learned to tie jigs first, but once I learned to tie fly, there's so many techniques, man. You just like that weaving. I didn't know that until I learned to tie fly.
Huh.
Yeah.
I learned
Like
a lot.
one thing he does that I don't is he whip finishes with his fingers. I use the whipping tool.
Okay.
He uses his fingers to whip.
Explain
I
that
can't
to
do
me
that.
again?
I can't do that.
Yeah. What did you say he does with his fingers, though?
When he gets done with it.
Yep.
See, I use this. It's what I call a whipping tool.
Okay.
Which is where that's how you tie the end of your line.
Okay.
He uses his fingers
Oh, good grief.
to do it.
Okay. Yep.
It's just faster for him.
Sure.
Yeah. A lot faster. I ain't got to keep fishing for tools.
Yeah.
And that's the body, just some black anthracite chenille.
But that's tricks of the trade where he's been doing it for so long.
Sure.
Then you get you
He
some.
learns stuff to do it quicker because he has to produce these flies and these jigs pretty quick.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Yeah. No kidding.
Okay, this is partridge skin.
Okay.
This is gonna be the legs on it. You pluck you one out of there. Pull back, peel off what you don't want. And you grab it there, pull that back. Get you a place to tie in. So you insert that on there. Well, let me put the eyes on first. I'm getting ahead of myself. You got to put the eyes on. And these are just bead chain eyes off like a light. You pull the lights on. These are all this is bead chain eyes, and they make great eyes for flies. Okay, now put your partridge in there.
I should be making you bigger on this thing.
Cut out the X in.
Oh, there he is.
There you go. Make you a little bigger.
Yeah, since you've given the lessons out here.
This is how you make the wings or the legs. Because, you know, nymphs have a lot of legs. Basically, these are soft hackles. You ever heard of soft hackle? Do one turn, about a turn and a half. Whatever it'll let you do. Cut that out of there. Stroke it back. You take you some, this is called peacock ice dove. It's what you use for the little thorax up front. Spin it on there. Take what you don't want on. And you whip finish it.
See how he does that little whip finish with that finger.
Yeah.
And that's the damsel. And they work really well.
You know, I'm just watching you, and you take pride in what you're doing there, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
I can tell that just by watching the way you're working that stuff.
I'll do that woven one. I'll show you how that one is. Real quick. I want a freestyle competition with this fly. And fly tying competition. And all these are my own creations, so ain't nobody else tying. We gotta put the eyes on. And these are called beadsers. Right here called beadsers. You got to put a bead on here. And if you try to hold it and put it on the hook, if you drop it, you're probably not going to find it. So this helps you hold that bead and get it up on the hook.
You use wire on that bead then, or?
No, just a little bead. This is a hook, and you put a bead on there.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
You got to use, these are called beadsers. This is what you grab the beads with. It got like two little slots that hold the beads inside.
Yeah.
So you can get it on there because you can't do it with your fingers. So you get that on there. A little black flash. Take one and it makes four. I put about 4 strands for the tail. Where are you from, Ted?
Originally from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I live in Beaver Creek, Minnesota right now, which is only about 20 miles from Sioux Falls, but across the border.
Oh, okay.
Just a little cheaper.
Yeah.
Sioux Falls is getting pretty expensive. The state isn't cheaper, but the town I'm in now is quite a bit cheaper. I still have 2 daughters in Sioux Falls now, though, so. I spend actually more time fishing South Dakota than I do Minnesota.
All right. So this is called Sparkle Braid.
Okay.
We got black, and I got a chartreuse pearl. So you take your 2 pieces of that. Tie it in on the side. You take your piece of the chartreuse. I can get my fingers in there. You tie it in on the other side. And you tie it off and cut it. You can't weave with the thread attached. So you got to tie it off and then reattach your thread in a minute. So then you weave it. You start seeing the segmentation here as I go along. And it's durable too. Once you weave it, it ain't coming apart. It makes it real durable.
And that's something you want. You don't want it to come apart on you or on your customer. Definitely.
I make all my stuff durable. They ain't coming apart.
Yeah. And that's the reason why you take so much pride in it, is because it's your name, it's your product.
That's right.
Out there.
And they're always, why don't you hire somebody to help you? I don't think so.
I don't blame you.
I'll take care of that.
Yeah.
And after you start seeing the segmentations on it.
Huh. Yep. Well, you're quick at this, aren't you? Holy cow.
Oh, yeah.
Done enough of them. It becomes second nature to you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Been doing as long as I have.
Yep. I hope to be like that one of these days.
Now you will be.
Yeah. You tie 15,000 jigs in a year like I do, you will.
Oh man.
Yeah. I was gonna say he's about to throw out his number. How many makes a year?
I did 15,000 jigs last year and 1,200 flies.
Holy cow.
Yep.
That's crazy.
And how many you've done so far this year?
No, since January.
Since January.
Probably about 1,000, I would imagine. Pretty close, getting close to 1,000.
Yeah, that's just this year. That's just so far only a month and a half.
Yeah, it's a lot, man. But can you see the segmentations?
Yep.
Okay, then you take that across, tie that side in after you reattach it. Uh-oh. I use 210 on all these flies too, so they don't come apart.
Yeah, I just enlarged my picture. Now I can see it really good. Yep.
Tie that one in there. Put that on. Where that dubbing go? Then get you some more ice dub. Let's see that one. And that's the Dreamweaver.
Huh. Well, that didn't take you very long. Wow. No, that's really neat. I like that. See the segments in it? You got like a couple of little threads for a tail coming out?
Yeah.
Nice.
And that's how I learned to weave jigs because of this fly. And I incorporated it to my jig time.
Huh.
All right, Kelly, that's it.
Buddy.
They don't want to see me no more.
Yeah. So what do you got going, Kelly?
I'm still working on this order for this squirmy worms.
Okay.
So I've got to make 24 and a 24 order and a 12 order, and I'm actually got one more jig head to go, and I'll have the whole order done.
There you go.
So, but then I've got to work on next week's tomorrow. I've got an order coming in tomorrow with jig heads, so I'll start making some shiny heinies.
Gill busters.
Some shiny heinies, huh?
Shiny?
Yeah.
Just like the baby's body.
Huh.
Those right there.
Little crappie
I'll start
jig?
making about 30 of those starting tomorrow.
Huh. Nice. Kelly, I think I'm going to go get to work back on my video over here.
Okay.
It was nice taking a break, though. Thanks for inviting me to join you guys.
Oh, anytime, man. Anytime that I'm up, if you want to come join me,
Oh, I love it.
come on and jump in. I don't mind it one bit. The more the merrier.
And thanks for showing me everything over there, buddy.
Hey, good to meet you, sir.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. You do good work. You really do.
Thank you.
Kelly, you do good work too, buddy.
Hey, don't be lying to me, Ted. Don't be lying to me.
Hey, thanks for having me, buddy.
All right, no problem. Appreciate you.
Bye-bye.
All right, see you, sir.
I'm gonna put some more thread on there.
Making up this last jig for the last order right now.
I wish I could say the last order right now. That'd be nice.
It's like I told a lot of people, I didn't expect to even do any orders. Honestly, I was just doing this for myself.
That's how it happens, man.
Yeah, I know. I was just making these up for myself, for me to use, because I've been seeing I've seen videos of people making these.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I can make my own version of this.
Yeah, they're not hard.
No, I said I think that'll be it'll be cheaper for me to do this way than it would be to buy worms.
Yeah.
And I said I like fishing with jigs, so I mean, why not?
And that's how I try to create all my flies. Simple but effective.
Yeah.
They don't have to be 10 materials on one fly, you know.
Yeah.
All it has to do is look like something the fish want to eat.
What's up, Guerrero? What's up, buddy? Not feeling well, but wanted to pop in the show and show some love. I appreciate it, Guerrero, man. I hope you feel better, man. I hate when people are not feeling good.
Yeah, man, a lot of people sick lately, man. There's something going around.
All right. I am done with those. Let's see what I can get into.
I gotta tie some gill busters.
I'm gonna look at something. Oh, and I love this. This is something I ended up buying that I like.
What is that?
These are hooks.
Circle?
They are little fly hooks.
Oh, okay. What size are those?
All of them.
No, what size?
All the way from the very smallest you can order.
32?
Probably even smaller than that.
32 is like nothing.
Yeah, I think so. Like That's it right there.
Yeah, that's a little bigger than a 32.
Yeah.
32 is next to nothing. I mean, it's like a dot, man.
Yeah, this is like little teeny tiny. I mean, it's like it's about the size of my pinky nail.
Yeah, it's bigger than a 32 then.
Yeah, and then it goes all the way up to this.
That looks like maybe 20, 22.
Yeah. So there's about there's 500 hooks in this one, and it comes in a 2-pack. So there's 500 in this one, 500 in the other one.
Yeah, I don't tie that small no more.
Well, every one of them, there's different ones. There's like so many of every one of them. So
yeah, I'm too old for that. I can't see that good no more. What type? Yeah.
Let me see if I can pull the order up. I've ordered them. Might be able to pull them up. If I can see my keyboard. There it goes. Don't ask me to put my code in. I know it will. All right, let's see if I can pull that order up. Oh, never mind. I didn't order it on this one. I know what I ordered them on.
Okay, let me find my Chanel here.
Let me put this code in now. Okay.
There's the black right there.
All right, here we go. Nope. Trying to pull up my history. What's going on, Solo? What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming in here. All right, here they are. Let me share screen. So there's where I ordered. So if you can see, there's the sizes down the bottom down there.
Number 8s, number 3s, 9s, 10s, 11, 12s.
Yeah. So here's the sizes. There's the sizes of them.
Oh, okay. Those are fairly large.
Yeah. But they're black carbon steel. Yeah.
Yeah, I used a lot of 10s and 12s for my bluegill flies.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are cool. Get some lot of good little flies out of those.
Yeah.
I used 3366 BR Mustangs.
Yeah.
Straight iron.
And they're not bad. I mean, for $1,000 for I paid less than this $12.11. I paid a lot less than that.
Right.
Because I got them on a better deal. But I mean, they're pretty good. I like them.
Oh yeah. Okay, it feels like the barbs is pretty sharp. Got a little curve.
Oh yeah, they are. They're very sharp. I've poked myself many times with those things.
Mm-hmm. I don't care how small they are. They go in, it's gonna hurt.
Yep. So Solo says hashtag Kelly jigs. He's wanting to win some jigs. I ain't giving any away tonight. Not tonight, I ain't.
I did a whole year of giveaways, once a month for a year.
Chew.
Last year. Year before.
Yeah, and I won one of them last year.
Did you?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it once a month for a year.
Let me pull. I even did a short on the ones that I won from you.
I just don't have the time to do nothing but work, man.
Let's see if I can find it. The ones I got from you. Where are you? Yeah, there they are.
Ah.
All right. Here's the ones I got from you. Those little guys. With the black and yellow with the little black tail coming off of it. Green heads.
In the jig, I can't see that well.
There you go.
What the heck is that?
That's the ones you sent me.
Oh, really? Is it
Yeah.
I just can't see it.
Let me see if I can zoom in on it here. Hold on.
Oh, okay. You got them. I can't see. You got it out of the frame.
Yeah, now.
Oh, they're little heads with the little black collar on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Those are mine.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. It's got a little hackle collar on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I just couldn't tell if it was one fly. I can see it's two now.
Yeah, there's two of them in there.
Yeah, I couldn't tell. That's a weird looking fly. Yeah, I can see them now.
Yeah, those are the ones that I got from you.
Yeah, those work pretty good.
Yeah, I love them. Well, I think I'm gonna shut her down.
All right, I am too.
Everybody's heading over to Friday Night Stand.
Stan, what's that?
Mr. Stan, Two Stands Fishing.
Two Stands.
He's doing his Friday night chat. So I think everybody's popped out of here and heading that way.
Is it on YouTube?
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find it.
He's live right now.
All right, cool.
Yep. So I'm gonna hop out of here and get this all cleaned up and nice and neat. Get some hooks off here so I don't poke myself with it all.
All right, man.
Appreciate you coming up and hanging out.
No problem, man. Appreciate it.
All right.
Later.
We'll talk to everybody later. Appreciate you all.